Hi, Susan with transformingwomennow.com. In your opinion, regarding getting products out there, what is the most profitable, quickest product versus I wrote down 3. Would you recommend an e-course over an e-book, over a home study program that's going to get you the biggest bang for your buck?
That's a good
yes,
question.
yes, and yes.
Yeah, all 3.
Yeah, all of them can be, but again, it depends on the price point. I mean, I've had people that come to me and say, I have a business, I have a $27 ebook, and I tell them that's not a business. It's a product. You know, can you sell maybe $10,000 worth of that ebook? Sure, but then what are you going to do next month? You know, so I think that, look, it could either be a home study course, because home study courses can go for a pretty high price if they're really deep, and they really go deep and they're really in demand. The topic is really hot. Membership programs are great, but beware, there's a lot of back-end work to be done in terms of customer service with a membership program. However, they can be great, especially if they're a fairly low price and they're somewhat automated and they're mostly hands-off. That can be a great way. I know Kathleen's had a great year. She'll tell you about it with her membership program, her lower price membership program. So, you know, really any and all of the above can be very, very lucrative. It depends on your niche.
About 3 years ago, I did something. It was just by a quirk. I wanted to see if it would work, and I had a $5,000 program, and I was going to sell it to 10 people. And it was an ongoing mentoring program. I didn't think I would sell it as quickly as I did, and I sold all the seats within a very short period of time. So that was a $50,000 payday. However, it's like what Janice said, there was a lot of back-end work. Now, what I did with the back-end work is I've created ebooks that have made money. I've upsold clients into more one-on-one coaching. I've done my VIP program is based a lot on that particular training program. So it really depends on your market, and it depends how hard you want to work. The easiest for me are audios, because I have a colleague that we've written a lot of books together, did a lot of events together, and we would say, hey, let's create a product. We'd call each other, interview each other, and boom, we had a little product. And when we were doing a lot of live events, we'd turn it into a CD. The price into an event was the cost of the CD, so we got a little bit of money that way. And on the back end, we sold other products back of the room. So the one thing that I would encourage people to always look at is what's the next level of what you can sell. It's like what Janice said, there's a product and there's your business model. And everything leads into the next opportunity. But you also have to know when you've hit the wall and when something is no longer selling. And then you look at the form and you say, okay, if this is no longer working, now what do I need to do?
I agree with what Kathleen is saying and what Janice is saying. If you're looking, is this a first product for you?
Physical. Physical. Yes, a physical product. I have coaching programs, but I don't have a physical product yet.
As in tangible?
No, tangible, you're right. I don't have something you can touch, feel.
Yep. I would still go with teleseminars first, because it's such a good jumping off point, because you can have it recorded. You can do, if you want to do a physical CD and mail them a CD, you can do it that way. You can sell the downloads. You can have it transcribed and do it into an ebook or a short report. You can use the information 6 months later when you have the time and take it deeper and do a full-fledged ebook. But it's an easy way to get started. With ebooks, you have to organize it. You have to write the content. You have to have the content proofed. I can't stand to purchase an ebook or a book of any kind and have it full of errors and typos. That is so unprofessional. If it was free, I can kind of understand it because you're not charging for it. But don't charge me $47 for an ebook and have it full of crap. That doesn't fly. But ebooks have and physical books, mine are physical products. They're sitting back on that table back there. But there's so much more. You have to have it printed. I mean, Marnie uses Lightning Source. I think a lot of you still using them. And there's other ways to have it done, but there's a lot before you get it to market. If you start with teleseminars, you're there with just freeconferencecall.com or whatever service you use, and boom, you're off and running.
And there's no reason why you can't take those audios and have them recorded to CDs to make a physical product, make a workbook out of it. I mean, you have a point that a physical product, you could still deliver it digitally, and you could deliver a physical product if you're creating it, go ahead and let them download, but then say you're going to ship a physical product, you could probably charge more for that, especially if it was an in-depth topic that people were hot to get.
One thing that you can do too is if you're an expert on something, but you're not really quite sure what all you really know that's valuable. One time I had a coach, I had her just get on the phone with me for about 2 or 3 hours and have her pick my brain on how I get things done, and she just kept asking question after question. We recorded it all. We had it transcribed. I went through, just changed it up a little bit, made it into an ebook, and then I interviewed an expert on using your intuition, listening to your intuition, because a lot of the way I get things done is listening to my intuition. So I interviewed this other lady, bundled that audio with the ebook, and sold them. And it was very quick to get that product up and out. So you can bundle things that way and get other people to pull the information out of you if it's not coming for you yourself.
I was just going to add one final thing, is that most people have, after a while, you have a library. Like I really have a library on my computer. Articles, ebooks, audios, interviews, all this stuff. And it's like having a grab bag. You want to create a new product? Pick this up, pick that up, put it together in a new way, repurpose it, you've got a new product. So if you went home now and you looked on your computer, you probably have a lot more there than you thought you had. You probably have products that you could put together in a day. One time last year I decided to do what I call a loss leader ebook, where I put it out to affiliates and I said, sell this ebook, it's a $27 ebook, sell it for $17 and you get 100% commission. Now, why would I do that? To build my list, right? So I got joint venture partners to sell this for me, 100 subscribers here, 100 subscribers there, over and over, and I'm paying out these, commissions. I'm not losing anything. What did I make that ebook out of? I took every article on particular topics off of my blog for the last several years, and I had like a 75-page ebook. Took me a day. And I ended up getting several thousand new subscribers from it. So it really is not that hard.